Hi, I'm Dr. Shane Sykes at the Reno Dentist. One of the questions I get asked all the time is, what is the best mouthwash? The answer to that question really depends on what you want. What are you hiring the mouthwash to do for you? What problem are you hiring the mouthwash to solve? I break mouthwash down into 4 categories. Number 1 is gum treatments. Are you trying to solve gingivitis or other gum infections? Number 2 is breath treatments. Number 3 is anti-cavity or cavity prevention. And then number 4 is more niche specialized things. So I'll tell you my favorite products and what we recommend in our office. For gum treatments, we'll have patients oftentimes start with a prescription mouthwash, use this for 2 to 4 weeks, and then go to an over-the-counter mouthwash that the Therasol is my go-to. Use that for 1 to 3 months. I don't recommend any of these products, either of those products, for long-term use because they can kill too many bacteria. We do need some healthy bacteria. Tooth and Gum Tonic is a fantastic rinse. Tastes a little bit organic and earthy, but I really like it. And that one you can use a long-term, no harmful consequences. If you want something a little lower cost, more convenient in your everyday grocery stores, the Crest Pro Health is a great one that uses acetylpyridinium chloride. Don't love that for long-term use. It can also cause staining and taste changes. So for short-term, 1 to 3 months, it's great. Long-term, I would go with the Tooth and Gum Tonic. Note that of these, many of these are deactivated by sodium lauryl sulfate, a common ingredient in most toothpaste. So you can either avoid toothpaste and then rinse, or brush your teeth with toothpaste, wait 20 minutes, and then rinse. If you brush with Colgate or Crest and then immediately rinse with one of these mouthwashes, it's going to be completely neutralized and you just wasted your money on the mouthwash. Listerine is very popular. I am not a fan of Listerine. Super high alcohol content, not that healthy. I do not recommend the high alcohol Listerine products. The alcohol-free ones use CPC or acetylpyridinium chloride, so it's the same as all of these. Moving into the breath treatments, my 2 go-tos for that are SmartMouth and CloSys. SmartMouth works really well by preventing the bacteria from making sulfur compounds that smell, and then CloSys neutralizes those sulfur compounds. So SmartMouth gives you 24 hours of protection. It lasts really well. The CloSys is kind of a one-shot, keeps things fresh at that moment. SmartMouth does have a little bit of a funny aftertaste that some people don't like. CloSys has 0 taste. It tastes like water unless you add some mint flavoring to it. It's also very mild, great for post-surgical cleanup and keeping the tissues soothed. So those are my 2 go-tos in the breath department. SmartMouth is also deactivated by toothpaste. In the anti-cavity, I like to have patients oftentimes start with the prescription treatment rinse from CariFree and then use that for a couple of months and then move into the maintenance rinse from CariFree. If you want something more locally available, Act is a great mouthwash with fluoride to help prevent future cavities. The CariFree maintenance rinse has a lot more beneficial ingredients of xylitol and minerals as well. I'm really excited about some new entrants into the category of mouthwash tablets that are waterless that have hydroxyapatite or a hydroxyapatite rinse. There's not a lot of research on those yet to see, does that actually have enough contact time? Hydroxyapatite generally needs to be rubbed into the tooth, so as a rinse it's not quite as beneficial as it is as a paste to put onto the teeth. Then we move into the last category of kind of niche products. One that I'm pretty interested in is the idea of probiotics, and the Riven rinse is targeting that. Does that probiotic stay in your mouth long enough to actually do anything? We don't know. There's not a lot of research on probiotics. They're an exciting category, but we don't have a lot of information yet to know is a single strain enough to do anything. We've got lots and lots of different type of bacteria in our mouth, but that's an interesting and exciting concept. Does it stay in your mouth long enough for the bacteria to really adhere and colonize in the mouth? I don't think so. I think a lozenge is a much better way to go, but that is available in a rinse. For dry mouth, Biotene is my go-to brand for people who suffer from dry mouth. All the rest of these are what I would consider a cosmetic rinse and things that I do not recommend. A lot of people rinse with peroxide. Peroxide can actually be pretty harmful and change the way the cells in your mouth respond to things and and make things heal more slowly. So it does a good job of cleaning surface debris, but long-term use, definitely do not recommend peroxide. If you rinse with peroxide, it needs to be diluted 50% or more because it's too strong and can be harmful used full strength. I do not recommend rinsing with peroxide. Things like Scope and a lot of these others, they might have fluoride in them, they might have some CPC in them, they're not strong enough to really do anything, so they taste great. That's all they do for you, is taste great. I don't recommend wasting your money on a lot of these products. And then there's things that are more interesting. You've got the oil pulling rinses. There's been a resurgence of oil pulling. There's zero research that shows that that works, that it does anything. It's just going to clog up your pipes. Yes, if you spend 20 minutes swishing with coconut oil, you might get some benefits, because if I could get patients to spend even 5 minutes caring about their oral health, brushing, flossing, rinsing, their health will improve. So if you're going to spend 20 minutes rinsing, you're probably also stepping up your game in other areas. So yes, I have seen patients get benefits from oil pulling, but it's not from the oil itself. It's from the attention that they're putting and the time and energy they're putting into cleaning their mouth. So these are the products. Again, my go-tos for everyday gum treatments is a Therasol or Tooth and Gum Tonics. Tooth and Gum Tonic is my go-to for long-term use. For breath, SmartMouth or CloSys. For cavity prevention maintenance is the CariFree maintenance rinse, which is a little bit more expensive if you want something available more conveniently at a lower cost. The ACT is good, but it doesn't have as many benefits as the CariFree products. And then for dry mouth is Biotene. The rest of those, kind of niche, not a super beneficial products in that category. Have any questions? Leave it in the comments below.